Beautiful to love, beautiful to trust. Above is like below, in all of its enough.
Hello everybody, welcome to Nobody's Tribe. You have just entered a place of unconditional love. It's just a big old bubble right here. Unconditional love, where you can feel comfortable and feel at peace. It's been wild, guys. It's been real, guys and girls. I don't want to be biased. I always do that, guys. It's my favorite word, guys. It's been wild. The energies have thrown me up, down, and all around. I would say that from, it's the month before July.
June.
June. Oh, no, yeah. Okay, I was thinking before June. Okay, June. I would say from maybe late May through June up until now has been like off and on really debilitating ascension symptoms that I would go periods of time completely forgetting about the ascension part, and I would just think that I was really lazy and I was really just like, I thought I was being a baby. And it culminated to a point through July where it got really intense, and then August it got even worse. This whole month is wild. Past week has been a little bit more clear, but it got to a point where it made my daily habits so thrown off and so lazy in a sense that it pushed me to what I could say was like more like a depression. I don't like it made like a depression because I'm supposed to be positive and loving and all this stuff. All these things I'm supposed to be that I haven't really felt like I've been, and I know that's part of the process. So her and I have, we've just been focusing on, well, this is Ashley, if you don't know, it's my fiance. We've just been focusing on, keeping a schedule and keeping ourselves motivated to stick to a schedule and do positive things and reach out, because I've been kind of in a bubble where I don't feel like reaching out. I don't feel like doing anything. I'm kind of just like, screw the third dimension. I'm done with this. But we have to move and do action. So today we made some topics to talk about. We're going to talk about what we are thankful for, and you are more than welcome to say these along with us. Okay, Ashley, what are you thankful for?
I am thankful for a beautiful day and us making a video, getting on a schedule, and moving our life in a more positive direction.
Okay.
And I'm thankful for you.
So sweet. I'm very thankful that I have a place to live at right now, which is great because I didn't know if I was going to. I'm very thankful that I have food that we just ate, and that's great to have food. Thankful for everyone watching, because you guys are what keep me going just as much as my own drive. I strive to be connected with more of myself, which is you, all of my reflections. So wonderful to do so. And I'm deeply thankful for the energies that have allowed me to grind to a halt all the things that aren't suiting me anymore, because it has been bittersweet, my friends. It has been bittersweet, and I've been going through this kind of like almost angry, like, what's going on, like, why do I feel like this? But I know it is only for a purpose. And if you're going through a rough time right now, be thankful for your rough time, because it's teaching you, and it's gonna grind away everything that isn't of truth. Okay, so we're gonna talk about energies and our diet and emotions and all of that, which I did kind of just talk about it. With diet, since the beginning of this year, it's been very shifty on our diet. Thing is, I went through an awakening that was so violent that I had to leave my job. I left my job on good terms, but I had to leave, and I couldn't stay there. And it was very drastic. It was like clicking to another dimension overnight, which I'm pretty sure many of you have gone through your awakenings. And my awakening actually drastically affected her body and her physiology, because we are, as people would call, twin flames, or soulmates, or whatever it is. I don't stick to labels too much, but we are connected deeply, and that happened during my awakening when I realized this, and I asked her to marry me. And what happened was, I couldn't eat heavy foods anymore. I couldn't eat very like synthetic foods. It's settled down a little bit more now on some foods. Like I've been able to get back into a little bit more varied diet, but I had to eat lots of fruits, and for some reason fish. I had to eat lots of fish when I first woke up. Fish and fruits and veggies and salads. And then it got to the point where if I would eat the wrong foods, I would become very sick, like cooked fish. If I had cooked fish, I would be really sick. And tuna, sometimes tuna would make us, we had to eat tuna and we would be... Well, the thing is, sushi, in the beginning of my awakening, sushi was really stimulated. I needed sushi. Like, I had to eat sushi like twice a day. I loved sushi. But then as I progressed and my body purged and did so many shifts happening in my body, I had to change my diet even more, and tuna wasn't doing it anymore. We ate tuna, and we literally I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't move. My whole body, I felt like I had eaten like a really bad LSD brownie that was mixed with marijuana or something. I was just like on the bed, like completely out of it, like going in and out of dreams because of tuna.
And we would sleep for hours.
Yeah, we'd sleep like knock out for 3 hours after eating tuna. Like I couldn't function. If a third alarm fire had gone off, I would just be laying there, just dead. Like I just let the place burn. I don't know. And so recently, I would say that the diet has gotten rather frustrating, where it's just like nothing feels satisfying, and foods I like to eat, it just seem like they just sit in my stomach. Like if I try to like go out on an adventure to eat something, I'm like, so you know what, I'm just gonna have some soda. Like I don't care. I'll be, life's an illusion. You know, make up that little jargon we do to to get ourselves to eat bad things. And I go drink like a soda, and I'm just like, okay, this doesn't feel good at all. This is terrible. Like I wish I could be like 12 again and just drink a whole soda. Like, can't do it. The other night we had pasta.
It was like
and for
spaghetti.
whatever reason, pasta that made me sick. Like my whole body felt heavy, and I had to lay down, and it's been really wild. And besides that, lately it feels as if the reason it feels like depression is it almost feels as if my constant state of existence is wanting to retract from everything. Like I don't feel very expressive, and I don't want to interact with people, and like it doesn't feel like I'm tired, but it feels like I want to close my eyes. Like I'm very like I almost feel like I want to like drift off. Like I'm just drifty, and it's like throughout the whole day, but then at nighttime it seems to be like a lot less. It's like I'm wide awake at nighttime, but then in the daytime I'm like, but it's like not sleepy. It's just like a retraction from everything, and I don't know if that's just because of all the ascension symptoms that we had, and that pushed me into a bad daily schedule, or whatever it was. But it's been really intense, and it's been really trying on my emotions, and I keep having breakdowns, and it's like it's hard for me to express to people around me what's going on, because it's like how could somebody that's positive, expressing higher consciousness and sharing his heart, having breakdowns on a regular basis of emotion and sadness. And it's just like it's so hard to even pinpoint what's going on within me. And I've come to realize now it has to do with what people call wave X. I'm fairly positive of this idea that we are being primed. You know, we're being primed for what's coming. The energies are coming through so intensely now that it's purging us of all that we can't pull with us through the other side of this shift. Whatever is going to manifest as far as, you know, in late September through the 23rd through the 28th, who knows exactly. Depends on what timeline you're on. I think it actually depends. I think Metatron had said it depends on the people that you're around, because if the people you're around aren't ready for you to go through some really interdimensional radical shift, then you won't experience that in that manner. You actually will go through it through less. So we shouldn't expect too much, and we shouldn't expect too little. We should kind of just be able to go with the flow, focus not on September, but on our present moment, and how we're keeping our relationship with the now and with our present moment. Because we can have a lot of people that feel left out if they don't feel it as much, and that's everything is part of the plan. It's all going to coalesce in a perfect way, regardless of how much you feel it or how much you do not feel it. Okay. And you say we're going to do a challenge. So we're gonna do a challenge where we want everybody to go and reach out. You don't have to videotape it if you don't want, but do something that is reaching out and helping bring people to information that's comforting, to whether it's getting people out of suffering or helping people to expand their awareness, helping people to find self-love. Through all of this, I've learned that self-love is key in being able to love our inner child, and to not, as Matt Kahn said, not to give our inner child spiritual lingo, and to actually just love it and be present with it, even when it's sad, even with going through emotions, to love our inner child, and not to tell our inner child to toughen up and tell it that it needs to do more meditation or something like that. We need to love it, and we need to be present with it, and we need to honor our inner child's feelings and complaints and its worries and stuff like that. I actually have, if any of you guys are struggling, going through a hard time, you guys can subscribe to my YouTube, Nobody's Tribe. Or I have a WordPress. It is Oneness Within Us.
.wordpress.
Yeah, .wordpress.com, something like that. Oneness Within Us. .wordpress.com. I think that's what it is. And so you guys can go there. I have great articles that I've written through my intense sufferings, and how I've been able to try and push through what seems like an impenetrable wall of suffering and conflict and being stuck. So if you guys are going through that, check out that blog. We hope that you guys can do this challenge, which is very simple. It's not like a challenge that you have to do anything fancy about. It could simply just be, you know, I want to go help a neighbor do some chores. I want to help somebody get out of suffering. Make flyers if you want. Make papers that just have a loving, kind words on them, and maybe a link to whether it's your own blog or you know, in5d.com, or if it's my YouTube or my WordPress, anything is fine as long as you can bring them to light. That's what's important. You bring people to expanded awareness. And me and her are actually going to try and gather people. We've been trying this for a while, but it's just these energies have kind of made us a little topsy-turvy with our motivation. So we're trying to get out and gather people into a group in our local area where we can come together, we can share love, and we can expand on this, because this is very, very, very critical time of expansion right now. And the more we can gather together, the better. And her and I have been doing this for how many months now? Since February? How many months is that? 7 months now. You know, 6 months. When I woke up, left my job, and pretty much parted ways with all of my old modalities, and pursued a life of expanding consciousness. And in doing that, I've made over 90 videos on my YouTube, you know, my WordPress. I have an ascension guide website, which I don't know the link for. It's really complicated, but I can put it in the bottom. Through all of this, we've been getting by through donations. We have an ultimate goal of either planting a local garden with donations, or going to Canada, where we actually have somebody that already has a garden or a grow op going on for organic, non-GMO foods. So we're either going to do that in Canada, or we want to make it local, whichever one's more affordable and whichever one flows synchronistically. To do that, we have a fund set up. It is called
GoFundMe.com/natureslight.
And if you guys donate there, you guys will support us, and we support you, and we love you guys, and we appreciate you watching our videos. Safe travels in the now.
Beautiful to love, beautiful to trust. Above is like below, in all of its